Hey, Kilted Warrior here. Hope you're having a great day. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content and stick around to the end if you want to find out what the next lore video will be. Otherwise, let's begin. Mass Effect. The term given to the greatest scientific discovery in the Milky Way galaxy's history. The catalyst of progress and the harbinger of our destruction. Yet to understand the history of our galaxy, our universe, we must recall the achievements, triumphs and mistakes of the many peoples and individuals that defined us, saved us from annihilation. Only then can we comprehend the legacy of the Mass Effect. Origins. Humanity needs a shield. The First Contact War between humanity and the Turian hierarchy carried many consequences that would shape the course of the energetic newcomers to the galaxy, humanity. It was the precursor to humankind joining the galactic stage with interactions with the Citadel species and the Cold War with the Batarians that would define the Alliance's role. Yet that war also brought the origins of an infamous pro-human supremacist group, or what they would call human survivalists, who believed humanity needed a shield. This organization was the brainchild of one Jack Harper, a human mercenary during the First Contact War, under the orders of General Williams of the Shang-Chi colony. After a series of events that would have Harper's team find what appeared to be a Reaper artifact in a cave on the planet, then being taken prisoner by the Turians, meeting a one Cern Arturius, Jack Harper witnessed firsthand the effects of Reaper technology, but also gained great distrust for aliens due to the several Turians he crossed paths with who had been affected by the artifact, as well as his believed dead friend who was also changed by that artifact. Surviving the Turian fanatics, losing friends and comrades, but also gaining insight into what would later be dubbed the Reapers, or at least their artifacts and their victims, he concludes that humanity faces an existential threat, that alienkind cannot be trusted with humanity's safety, and creates a manifesto highlighting his beliefs that an attempt at human genocide is inevitable and seeks to create an army to defend humanity. Cerberus had been born. One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. Cerberus has always had several active operations to do what it would argue further the cause of humanity. Some genuine endeavours that helped humanity, but most were failed operations that carried great human and alien cost, with little consideration of the future ramifications, leading to Cerberus's infamous reputation among the galactic community. One core endeavour of Cerberus relates to creating enhanced humans, and in particular the application of biotics, as in 2165 and the years prior saw several incidents deliberately exposing colonial human populations to Element Zero, some attributed to the Alliance's own sabotage, but some eventually were credited to Cerberus. Yet in 2165, we see the kidnapping of an individual the galaxy would come to know as Jack, or Subject Zero, as Cerberus is embroiled in a wave of child kidnappings to fuel their biotic experiments, with the Telton facility on Pragia becoming a laboratory for biotic child experimentation. This obsession with biotics and their potential for Cerberus would continue for the next 20 years as Cerberus operative Paul Grayson would be involved in some of these exposure incidents, with one case having his own daughter Gillian being exposed to Element Zero and becoming a person of interest to the elusive man's plans. Yet, with the intervention of Kaylee Sanders, Paul Grayson would eventually see Cerberus's manipulations. Grayson and another operative had led an operation on the migrant fleet, at which point Grayson sided with Kaylee Sanders, freeing his daughter from Cerberus and fleeing as it became clear that Cerberus sought only to use his daughter as a pawn for its plans. Yet biotics was just the tip of the iceberg for the actions of Cerberus during the Eden Prime War, where Commander Shepard would uncover several other Cerberus cells with experiments including pressure maws, rachni, husks, all culminating in the Alliance Admiral Kahoku, who was now investigating following a pressure maw attack that killed some of his soldiers, leading to the Admiral's own assassination by Cerberus, making him another high-profile assassination by Cerberus, which to this point most notably included a President of the United North American States, a Chinese Premier, and even Pope Clement XVI. The same year of Kahoku's death, a Cerberus cell including operatives Miranda Lawson and Jacob Taylor would thwart a Batarian-backed assassination attempt against the Council, and later that year would assist Liara Tassoni in recovering Commander Shepard. Hence, Cerberus largely negative, but ultimately had a mixed record, making them dubious at best until the Lazarus project gave them a new direction.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Lazarus Rising, the Zenith of Cerberus. With a nefarious reputation built up since its founding, Cerberus has long been at odds with parts of the Alliance and the galactic community, being seen as a glorified terrorist organization or supremacist group. Yet when Dr. Liara Tassoni made common ground with Cerberus in the pursuit of Commander Shepard's body, it found a new purpose and a chance to remake its image, at least one of its cells did, as they successfully recovered Shepard's body from the clutches of the Shadow Broker and, by extension, preventing the agents of the Reapers, the Collectors, acquiring Shepard. So, with a second wind, the elusive man authorized the Lazarus project, which, over the course of 2 years, rebuilt Commander Shepard piece by piece with the most advanced prototype medical technology available, while at the same time recreating the legendary hero's equally famous steed, the Normandy, that had also been destroyed along with Shepard. Yet the cause of Shepard's death was still at large, the Collectors, and they had begun targeting human colonies, and Shepard, now like a revenant, a ghost to everyone but Cerberus, would hunt down this new threat with the support of Cerberus. putting together a team of the most talented individuals in the galaxy. This dirty dozen, including some old friends of Shepard but many new, Cerberus would organise an audacious expedition through the Omega-4 relay under the command of Shepard that would succeed in what any reasonable person would have called a suicide mission. Yet in this moment of triumph, with the collectors dead at their feet, the heads of the Cerberus turned on each other, as it is not clear what decisions Shepard made regarding the collector base, whether salvaging it or destroying it. But what is clear that Shepard and their crew would go rogue, ignoring the elusive man and setting the stage for Cerberus's final chapter.
Even with Cerberus in ruins, you still think you can do this your way?
I'd expect you to say that. You never truly believed in us. Cerberus isn't just an organization or the people behind it. Cerberus is an idea. That idea is not so easily destroyed.
The Enemy Within, the Fall of Cerberus. Those who play with the devil's toys will be brought by degrees to wield his sword. For since the first inception of Cerberus by Jack Harper, the elusive man, seeing the extent of Reaper technology, it was inevitable that he would one day cross the line from technology created by humanity but inspired by other technology, such as biotics application, to directly and recklessly incorporating Reaper technology. Damned be the consequences. It started with Paul Grayson following the fall of the Collectors to Commander Shepard, Grayson being the prototype for the improvements Cerberus would implement in their soldiers during the Reaper War. Shepard, having broken off all connections with Cerberus and rejoining the Alliance following the fall of Earth, would quickly realise how far the elusive man had fallen. For now, with Earth burning and Reapers invading, Cerberus would attack humanity as well as the Council, and being a thorn in the side of those resisting the Reaper invasion. With an attack on Sarkesh and a coup attempt on the Citadel, foiled by Commander Shepard, Cerberus had become a rabid hound without direction, before eventually handing Commander Shepard their first and only defeat on Fessia, with hope dwindling for a victory. Yet Shepard, demoralised but not broken, would hunt down the Hound of Hades. For Cerberus, while discovering the depths of their sin, their crimes against humanity, and even the Reapers would not tolerate Cerberus's delusions of grandeur, their attempts to control them. For Icarus had flown too close to the sun, as the Fifth Fleet would locate and destroy the last bastion of Cerberus before Commander Shepard would face down the elusive man, and faced with the reality of his mistakes, what Cerberus had become, would choose the only honourable path left.
I tried, Shepard.
Strength for Cerberus is strength for every human. Cerberus is humanity. I should have known you'd choke on the hard decisions. Too idealistic from the start.
I'm not looking for your approval. Harbinger's coming and he won't be alone. Humanity needs a leader who's looking out for them. From now on, I'm doing things my way, whether you agree or not.
Don't turn your back on me, Shepard. I made you. I brought you back from the dead.
Joker, lose this channel.
Defectors of Cerberus. The rise and fall of Cerberus can be attributed to many things, yet it's operatives that served its interests before defecting, and the reasons for their defections tells us much about the organisation, its failures, and ultimately why the ideology of its founder died with him and Cerberus faded into memory. Miranda Lawson and Jacob Taylor. Loyalty works both ways. At the same time as Grayson was questioning his loyalty and fleeing Cerberus, two other operatives, Miranda Lawson and Jacob Taylor, were proving themselves effective assets of Cerberus. Both, despite their loyalty to Cerberus for various reasons, having served under Commander Shepard, would understand that their loyalty had its limits, and that the bonds of friends and family would end up being stronger. Shepard earned their trust, and with Shepard's inevitable defection, both would defect also, depriving Cerberus, along with the whole of the Normandy SR2 crew, its most talented operatives in that of the Lazarus cell. Without them, their initiative, their expertise, it would make way for the mindless tools of the post-Grayson Cerberus. Edie and Shepard. We must all choose our own path. When Shepard was given command of the Normandy SR2 with a shackled AI in that of Edie, Cerberus did not foresee the potential that Edie would form relationships with the crew, particularly with Joker, but also with Commander Shepard, who would grant them insight into the behaviour of organics, the nature of the Reapers, and the nature of Cerberus. For Edie was developing as a true intelligence, proof of what could be achieved with carefully modified Reaper technology had the elusive man's reach not exceeded his grasp. In the end, with Shepard as a friend and role model, Edie would become one of humanity's greatest technological achievements, and that both Cerberus and the Reapers may have been wrong about the organic-synthetic problem, that it was not to be solved by control, nor was it to be solved by cycles of destruction, but by AIs sharing knowledge with organics, like Shepard, but in return organics would grant wisdom and understanding of life to synthetics in return. Cerberus may have had the technology, knowledge, but without wisdom, it was doomed to failure. For the elusive man had believed that knowledge and technology was an end in its own right, and did not require understanding of it. Such was his folly.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No, I disagree. Shepard, there is something I want you to know. The elusive man ordered my creation years ago. Jeff was the one who allowed me to think for myself. But only now do I feel alive. That is your influence. Thanks, Edie.
Charon lies undefended, and the way is open. And so humanity purged the darkness from within and looked to a bright future. Yet humanity is just one part of the puzzle. Next time we will explore the most controversial arm of the Citadel Council's authority, the Spectres, and learn how they reshaped galactic politics, wars, espionage, and eventually the fate of the galaxy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts and any suggestions on how I might improve these videos, and click that subscribe button and the alarm bell if you want to be notified of the next lore video. Otherwise, please stay safe and have a great day.